Hey, what is going on everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to Crafted Chaos. We are starting today's episode with an elephant on top of our mystical agriculture field. I was just doing some farming, and then out of nowhere, this thing fell from the sky, dealt me a little bit of damage, and scared the life out of me. But let's go ahead and have a look at what this wandering trader has to offer. I don't think there is anything that we will need, so I don't really know how to go about this. I'm worried that if we attack the elephant will attack us back, and it might deal a lot of damage to us. So I don't know that we want to risk that, but I guess it might not hurt to find out. And okay, elephants are passive, they will not attack us, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this whole situation, and I will meet you guys back here in just a second. So that is all taken care of. We also got a couple advancements in that process, and now we can actually start today's episode. So we are starting off here in our mystical agriculture field, where I have been hard at work collecting a few more different seeds. We now have cow seeds and we now have pig seeds. These will serve as our food source and a source for leather, which will be great for crafting different resources. I've also collected a lot of obsidian and glowstone, and I replenished our iron. And if we take a look in this chest right here, these are all of the seeds that we have for mystical agriculture right now. So we have wood, dye, stone, iron, more wood. Oh, I grabbed too many. We have obsidian, nature, sheep, glowstone, more sheep. I grabbed a lot, I guess. Inferium, cow, water, fire, solium, and we also have pig seeds, which I am slowly working up our supply of. I just acquired these not too long ago. But our goal for today's episode actually has nothing to do with mystical agriculture. In fact, it has nothing to do with any mods in general. Today, we are going to be focused on enchanting and creating armor, maybe a couple tools as well. But it is time that we protect ourselves from the elements, especially those elements, and gear ourselves up, because this armor isn't really cutting it anymore. The diamond leggings are great, but they don't offer that much more protection for us. It would be very nice if we could get a lot of protection on our body and be able to survive in places like the Nether or the desert or other hostile environments. And as I was breeding the animals between last episode and now to get all of these different souls, I stocked up quite a bit on our XP, so we are now up to 32, so we will be able to get some high tier enchantments today as well. So we will craft our first enchantment table, and it looks like we just need a couple more obsidian, which is not an issue for us at all. I might as well go ahead and craft a full stack of it since we have the essence to do so. That will give us an enchanting table, and we need some bookshelves as well. And let's see how many of these we can craft. We have run out of books. Let's see if we can easily craft some books. We need some paper. What is the essence for that? Oh, there is no essence for that. Of course there is essence to make sugarcane. So we will go ahead and craft a stack of that, and then we can craft our paper that we need, and from there we can craft plenty more books. So let's find a place to put our enchanting table. We could put it here in our house. Also, you may notice a zombie villager grunting continuously. I have captured a zombie villager because we are a fair distance away from the closest village. Of course, we have the Nether portal, but it is just easier to cure a zombie villager right here in our home village and use him in a villager breeder at a later date. But our house here is pretty full, so I think we will put our enchanting table maybe right over here close to the portal. I think that is a good location for it. We will get that placed down, and there we go. Oh, Well, I do not recognize any of these. I will have to do some research on Eterna, Quanta, and Arcana. But it looks like we can level up our enchantment table with these 3 different things. So we have set the max enchanting level, increasing underlying randomness, rectification lessens negative effects, and right here, rare enchantments become more common. I'm curious though, in our storage system, if we have any of these items. We do have arcane crystals. I don't know if that is related or not. In fact, I suppose we could just search our menu here. Arcane crystal dust, we want arcana. So we have sea shelves and hell shelf, end shelf, soul touch. Okay, I understand. So these are what we swap our bookshelves out for. There we go, we can see Eterna +1 max 15. That makes sense. Okay, so we can craft these different shelves and it will give us different levels. So right here we have the deep shelf, which is +5%. This one's +15%. I'm specifically looking at the Arcana because that is the best one to have, I would assume. And then right here, 5, 5, 5, 15. I saw a 10 in there. And it looks like 15 is going to be the max. But we can also place candles. Now, I don't have any bees or wax or anything like that, so we can't place candles yet. We don't have the necessary items to craft, but that is something to keep in mind later on. It looks like we need an infusion enchanting table, or just a normal enchanting table where we enchant... Wait a minute. Cracked deep slate tile. I don't believe we can make those. Never mind, we can. So it might actually not hurt to craft the deep shelf real quick. I know it won't be the +15 because we need some skulk and skulk catalysts for that, which will require a journey to the deep dark. But right here, cracked deep slate tiles, we have deep slate, and we need 60 levels to craft that. So we might actually hold off. That will be a late game thing. So let's go ahead and work on some armor in the meantime. Now, the easiest thing, of course, is diamond armor. It is very cheap for us since we have basically unlimited diamonds. So we will just go ahead and craft a set of that, and we can actually take our digital miner into the Nether, where we can search for ancient debris and get some of that way. So we will work out here in the rain and see what we get from our enchantment table. Now I'm getting this message that says the runes reveal all, so let's go ahead and search rune, and oh boy, that looks complicated. Maybe we will hold off on that as well, because these don't seem to have any crafting recipes. That looks a little bit complicated. So I think we're going to hold off on that. I don't think we need to see all of our enchantments just yet. I just want to find a good one that we can use. Unbreaking 3 could be good, but we may be missing on some things. Protection 3, we will take that on the leggings. That will be fine. Feather Falling 3 for 2 levels. Let's go with that. We can take Protection 2 on the helmet. And Soulbound prevents item from being lost on death. And then I think we will go with the mana regen for the chest plate. And if we throw that on, is that what increases our health? Well, maybe not. Nonetheless, we are all enchanted now in our full diamond armor, so we are looking very nice. I'm going to take the digital miner. We're going to go into the Nether with this and see if we can search for any ancient debris. So again, we will go ahead and add a new filter on this, and we will find out what ancient debris is. So it looks like it might work if we do forge ores / ancient debris. We will see if that pulls up. Oh, I mean netherite scrap. And there we go. Excellent. So let's make sure that has a full charge on it, which it does. And of course it will run very slow. Now we could bring the heat generator with us. I take that back. We do not have a heat generator, so let's go ahead and craft one of those. It will be very useful to us, especially in the Nether. And look at that, we even have a couple of buckets of lava already. So let's head in here, and I'll head down here, down our tunnel, and we will go into the little mine area where I've been digging for a lot of soulstone. And we can go ahead and place that down. We will put our heat generator right next to it, and let's go ahead and build a small little enclosure for the lava. And if we go into our config, we will disable all the filters except for the ancient debris. Of course, the minimum Y level, I think it's just 0 in the Nether, so we will leave that as it is. We will get our lava placed down. That will produce some energy. We can start that. We have found 20 ancient debris, which will be enough for a full set of netherite armor. So we will let that run, and I'm sure we will run out of power before long. But there we go, we already have a netherite scrap worth of ancient debris. Now I know it's a little bit cheaty and a little bit too easy to find this, but it's modded Minecraft, so netherite armor is not actually even close to the best armor that we can craft. It's sort of like a diamond armor equivalent, I suppose. So I'm going to stop that. We are going to let that charge up once again. In the meantime, I guess we can go ahead and craft our netherite. We will just smelt that down. I guess I could just use the bucket of lava. And it might actually be a better idea to just take this back into the overworld and charge it up with our wind generator. And this is exactly why I need to finish building this tunnel, but it looks like our diamond armor is doing its job. And we are all charged up with our digital miner here. We will take that back to the Nether, where we can hopefully mine up the rest of the ancient debris. I will bring some gold with us so we can craft right there. Well, I have just realized a fatal flaw that I remembered. We are in 1.20, which means if we want to upgrade anything to netherite, we need a netherite upgrade, which means we need to find a bastion remnants. Now, I don't think that will be too difficult for us, especially considering where we are, but I definitely completely overlooked that, and that is going to make life a little bit more difficult for us. At least in the meantime, we can make our netherite ingots and just have those on hand. We do, however, have a couple of other options here. It looks like the Eternal Stella and a smithing template right here, which we still need a normal smithing template. That does not have a crafting recipe. There is no way to get that other than, well, actually, look at this. Hoglins have a 22% chance of dropping a smithing template. So maybe we just do that. We will have to go find a crimson forest, but that might actually be a lot better for us, as Professor Pernelli the Wimpy has awoken. But we have our 4 netherite ingots now. I'm just going to smelt this last couple ancient debris. And we will set our sights on a crimson forest. I'm going to bring this heat generator back with us, and we will definitely store away the digital miner. That is perhaps our most valuable block right now. We definitely don't want to lose it. In fact, I think after discovering 20 ancient debris and mining that up in just a couple of minutes, I think we can safely say that it is, in fact, our most valuable block. So we will return that to its normal place. The heat generator, I guess we can just place that down right there for now. And in the meantime, I will clean up the inventory and we will head back into the Nether, searching for that crimson forest. And because, of course, they are not incredibly valuable to us, I will bring both the netherite ingots and our smithing table with us so we can immediately craft our netherite armor. I do want to see what bow enchantments we have available here. We have Withering, XP boost, and power. We might just take the power 1 bow. It's better than nothing. And of course we will bring a fire resistance potion just in case that is our last one. So it would be nice if we could find and kill a blaze so that we can make a brewing stand and make more of those. I would like to save that for fighting a blaze, but we will use it if we get into an emergency, of course. And a few stacks of building blocks as well. So let's see if we can find on a map where a crimson forest might be, but I'm not seeing one anywhere near. We have a bunch of other new biomes that I do not recognize. I'm going to set a waypoint for the portal. Of course, we kind of already have one, but I'm going to go ahead and remove that death marker, and we will set a new waypoint for our home portal. And I think we will head into the Nether Wastes. It's a little bit safer than the Basalt Delta. And statistically speaking, we will need to find and kill 5 hoglins before we are able to get 1 smithing template upgrade. And of course, once we have that, we don't need any more. I am curious about this structure down here, though. I'm sure it is tied to that nuclear cooling tower looking thing up there. But we will... Well, what's the easiest way to get down in here? I guess we can just go ahead and jump off of the edge here. That did not work at all. And we will break our way inside very carefully. As of right now, I don't see any mobs in here. Danger. Do not enter. No loot. Well, I think the only logical thing here would be to enter and see... Okay, I think that may have been unrelated. I don't know. There has to be loot in here, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and block off that lava. Still no mobs, so we are doing okay in that regard. And I am not seeing any loot. Oh well, we will have to come back here. I don't want to really necessarily go out that way. We will return the way that we came and keep a distance from Elliot the Ultimate. He sounds very dangerous. Let's go ahead and check our map again in case we have any crimson forests coming into view. We don't, but we have Fredward the not very nice who has spawned in over there. You know, these are all very interesting. I feel like I recall looking up what mod that was from, but they are definitely very weird. We have Aisha right here, who is offering 2 netherite ingots for a totem of undying. Well, that kind of actually seems like a no-brainer right now, considering our supply of netherite. So thank you, Aisha, and we now have a totem of undying, which we can hold in our offhand. That makes me a lot more comfortable to explore. We are now in an erupting inferno biome. That sounds very dangerous. Right over here we have some bioshrooms, some yellow bioshrooms. And this is a very interesting biome. Now that says mycotoxic moss. I don't know if it is safe to step on that. It looks like it is. But this biome in and of itself looks like it is not the place that we want to be. So maybe we will step away from it and head in a different direction in search of this crimson forest. I think we will go ahead and bridge out over the lava right here in that direction and see if we can find anything. And we have some kind of lava sea monster. I was gonna just bridge across the lava at the surface, but now I think I might go up just a little bit. And after seeing all of this, it almost appears as though the Basalt Delta is one of the safer biomes that we could be in. We are in a new biome now. We are in the... That was a scary drop bear. I see the red dots on our map. We don't want to go in that direction. We will move away. And we have Rick the Honest over there. Okay, another very dangerous biome. Because the Nether isn't dangerous enough in vanilla Minecraft, so it only makes logical sense to make it even more of a death trap right here. And I see some hoglins on our map right over here in what I would guess is an Inferno Forest. Well, our biome menu title is not showing up, so I am not sure. But we do have hoglins over here. I'm going to build up a tower because we are not really that well suited to take them on the ground. I probably should have brought a shield, but that's okay. We will just attack them from range with our bow. But I need to find them first. There we go. We have one right over there. And we will build up, safe distance, and start shooting it with our bow. Hopefully we get this first try, and we did not. Just some pork chop. I see another one over in that direction. But it's showing that there is one more over here. Maybe we can lure it out of hiding. Maybe not. We will head over here and find some hoglins over on this part. We have a soul sand valley right over there and a hoglin right here. So let's see if we can draw it in from range, and he's not too interested yet. We will shoot it a few times with our bow and we will go investigate. Now that looks hostile, but maybe not. It's not appearing as a red dot on our map, so it might be okay. And over here, still just some pork. Well, we will keep searching, of course. And it is just a lost soul. Lillian, the son of Herobrine. That's a little frightening. And I do see a nether fortress. There's just so much happening. I forgot to say that there's a nether fortress over there. So we're going to go ahead and kill this hoglin, drink our fire resistance potion, and go kill a few more blazes. And then maybe go home and make some more fire resistance potions. That might be a smart idea. We have another hoglin over in this direction. And it looks like just pork once again. Which makes me wonder if they actually do drop that. But that's what it said on the menu. So I hope so. Maybe the baby hoglins will drop them as well. And nothing. Okay, well, let's go ahead and chug this fire resistance potion and go raid this nether fortress. We have a few wither skeletons right over here. And I may... Well, I can't tell what's hostile and what isn't, but I see some blazes over in that direction, so we may just snipe them with our bow. And then we can go pick up the blaze rods from that. And of course we got our terrible fortress advancement there. And we have a few wither skeletons right over here now closing in on us. I just want to make sure we don't get the wither effect from any of them. But I think as long as we stay up here on the... Uh-oh, okay, yeah, we definitely don't want to hit any zombified piglins. That would not be a fun time for us. So there's another wither skeleton. I want to go grab that blaze rod, but it is protected by this last wither skeleton right here, and one more closing in on us as well. A few more, actually. But I think we can drop down here. I'm gonna close that off so we don't have any unexpected wither skeletons from behind us, and then we can just stand up here and attack them. Alright, I think that takes care of all of them. No wither skeleton skulls, I wasn't really expecting any. And we got our first blaze rod into fire, and I don't think the other blaze dropped one. Oh wait, no it did. Excellent. So now we have what we need to make a brewing stand and fuel it with our blaze rods, but I will get a few extras as well. Plus, we are going to want to travel to the end here before long, so it might not hurt to get quite a few of those so we can also make our ender eyes. We have some wither skeletons once again closing in on us. Not a problem. I just want to make sure we don't run out of fire resistance, but we are only about halfway on that potion, so we should be okay. And I hear a wither skeleton right behind us. Let's run up here and block that off. Okay, we are good. Uh-oh, no we're not. Okay, now we are good. And of course, getting the wither effect would not be the end of the world for us. I would just prefer not to. There we go, there's another blaze killed. And we have another one right over here in this direction. No wither skeletons, except the one behind him, so we will take out that blaze. And we can go ahead and kill the wither skeleton from a distance here. I am very glad I crafted a bow, but we are down to just one more arrow, so we will have to attack everything close up now. But as long as we are careful about it, it shouldn't be a problem. It's mostly just the wither skeletons I am concerned of, while we have our fire resistance still active. So we are up to 4 now. Let's see if we can kill this one. Might be a difficult one, but we do have one more arrow left. And there we go. Alright, so 5 should be plenty for us. Let me step down here and get that last blaze rod. There we go, with our magnetic effect, very convenient, and we will escape this fortress. I will screenshot the coordinates though, so that we have that for future reference. But now it is back to trying to get the Netherite upgrade, which, again, could be very, very difficult. So we have a couple hoglins cornered right here. We'll go ahead and attack them. I just want to make sure we don't get shot off of this platform. That would not be good for us. And I think we can drop down. No, we can't. Okay. And they do pack a punch. Fire is aiding us a little bit, but no Netherite upgrade once again. I do just want to confirm that though real quick, so I'm just going to build a small barrier around us here. And we are going to have a look once again at the Netherite upgrade. Mob drops, possessed hoglin. See, that will do it. So I don't think we will find that. Dungeon chest, of course, the bastion, we will find one there. But I don't think we will find any otherwise, unless we were to craft this occult ritual, or the golden sacrificial bowl, which other stone, how do we find this? In groves, visible only while third eye is active. That sounds very complicated. We may have to pass on that and just continue our search for a bastion. I think for now though, we are just going to make an escape from the Nether and not have to worry about this anymore for now, because I'm not seeing any bastions super close by. Oh, we do have a ruined nether portal over here. I'm sure this won't have a netherite upgrade in it, but plenty of other interesting materials to take back with us. I even found a gold helmet in here, which has Repellent 1, chance to teleport attackers away, so we will bring that with us. It will help with piglins. Well, we are now looking at the inside of this very interesting looking structure. There is a ghast that appears to be trapped down at the bottom, and we have a barrel here in the middle, which I'm sure has some phenomenal loot. So let's see if we can get down to that. And there are a lot of barrels surrounding the base of this structure as well. And that is all of the cobblestone I have, but I do have a little bit more netherrack. And let's go ahead and take a look in here. And what do we have? Pocket Edition Alpha. Interesting. We do have a shield in here that I will bring with us. Releases radiation when blocking an attack. Awesome. But I want to get down to those barrels at the bottom, because that probably has some excellent loot. So maybe the best way would just be to go to the bottom of this structure from the outside and just dig through the wall. We just have to get down there first, which might be a little bit challenging. Maybe we can travel over to the side of it and then staircase down from here. This is definitely a lot safer. Now let's go ahead and breach one of these walls and see if we are any closer to the barrels. It's too bad I don't have any arrows because I would love to kill that ghast. I'm worried that it might see us going for these barrels, but there is one right down here. We will just break our way through this wall and see if there's any good loot. And we have some blessed hazmat boots of the ocean. And I just realized we found a backpack, which is perfect. So we can throw all of those items into there. It looks like it even has a crafting grid. This is definitely a very interesting structure for sure. There is a chest down there, which I'm sure also possesses some outstanding loot in it. I just wish we could get some more arrows. I suppose we could just run back to our home real quick and come back for that. We'll be able to brew some fire resistance potions as well. We have another straddler protecting our portal. Of course, with our armor, I think we are just fine now. It's just making sure we don't get knocked into the lava. But we have a lot of it covered up, and we are fine. So let's craft a brewing stand real quick. Let's get some fuel added to that. And we do not have any nether wart. What a big oversight. Well, that's okay. As long as we have our totem of undying, I am not too concerned. But we are just here for some arrows, which we have spectral arrows. Those will work just fine. Let me throw everything else into there. Let's bring another backpack with us. And we will return to the nether and see if we can find any great loot in that. I'm sure there aren't any netherite upgrades, but that would be awesome if there were. Alright, now we are really getting attacked by that straddler, so let's quickly make our escape here. Back towards that structure, and we should be able to just approach it from this side now, so I might actually travel up in this direction. And I think we will just dig through the wall. That will probably be easiest. And let's see if we can take out the ghast from up here. We are kind of directly in its line of sight, so I want to be careful now. And what happened to the arrows? Dang it. Well, I guess... Uh-oh, okay. Alright, well, that did not work. At all. I swear I grabbed those arrows, but I guess not. And sure enough, there they are, right in our inventory panel. Alright, let's try this one more time. And I just need to kill this straddler. It is creating all kinds of problems for us. There we go. And we got a stradlite. What can we use that for? Well, it looks like we can make a stradlite tack. I haven't found anything that looks super useful though. So I'll have to do a little bit more research on that. But let's head back through here and see if we can take out this ghast without having a massive fiery explosion. Okay, so we got a hit on the ghast, and we will just keep sending those fireballs back to it. Uh-oh, alright. This is getting bad. Are we out of arrows already? How did that happen? I swear I had 14. Okay, the ghast is free now. That is not what we want. Well, let me go get more arrows once again. And now we have another straddler right outside of our tunnel here that we will also have to take care of. But our diamond armor is definitely a game changer for us. I feel much more almost invincible. Okay, I've crafted 20 arrows. Hopefully that will be enough to kill that ghast. And there's the ghast. Let's see if we can shoot it from here. Nope, we're gonna have to get a little bit of a better angle. Whoa. Whoa, what happened? I think that is some kind of very extremely powerful ghast that we have not yet encountered. Uh-oh. Backing up. Maybe we should return to where we were with that bird's eye view and see if we can attack the ghast from up above. So let's see if we can get a view of it from up here. And there we go. Is it dead? Is that all we needed? Just one more hit? Well, okay. Whatever. That is all taken care of now, so we can work our way back down and get some of that loot. And I'm mostly concerned with that one chest there in the middle. I'm sure that has some outstanding loot in it. It is on fire. I hope that isn't an issue. But I do want to get down there and check that out really before I explore anything else. So we'll just walk down the outside of this tower here and line ourselves up, bridge across. And look at that, that ghast here landed on that barrel right over there. And we can survive that fall. We'll jump down, put out that fire, and see what we have. We just have some slime and some kind of pickaxe. Nothing else, really. So let's have a look at some of these barrels surrounding this. In here, we have some more slime. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that ghast here as well. And I do need some more blocks, so I'm gonna pillar out to the edge here. And now we will just go from barrel to barrel. If it's anything like what we have found so far, I'm sure it will just be more slime, but slime is always helpful to us. And more slime in here. In this one, no slime actually, in just a bucket. Well, this is really not what I was hoping for, but I guess it is what it is. I wasn't expecting to find any loot in here, so that's something, I suppose. Of course, we can't forget about these barrels up above. Some more hazmat boots in there. They look like leather boots, but I will bring them with us anyway. And of course, some of these barrels we have already checked. This one has more slime in it and glass. Right in here, more slime. We also have a protection 4 hazmat helmet. Interesting. And in this barrel, a couple more slime. No slime in this, a couple lava buckets. And a little bit more slime in here. We have a hazmat chest plate though, which makes me wonder if there are hazmat leggings over in that barrel up there, or maybe one of these other ones around. But I've checked most barrels by this point. In here we have a iron pickaxe, we will bring that with us. Some more slime, quite a bit in that one. And this barrel has another pickaxe and some more slime in it. I think we've already checked out that barrel. I know we have hit all of those ones around the edge, and we got that one, so I think that is all of the barrels in this structure. Well, that is where we are going to end the episode for today. It didn't go exactly as planned in terms of netherite armor, but looking at what I am holding in my hands, I would definitely say that today's episode was a success. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.